Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Yes, it is raining and pouring out. And I want to come on and check in and discuss a few things, per usual. Let me know in the comments how you guys have been doing. What have you been doing during this time? How are you holding up? Let me know what's going on with you. I appreciate it and I will talk back. I wanted to come on and get a few things off my chest. A lot has been going on. On top of this pandemic, um, 2020 is the perfect example when you plan things out, but something else takes place outside of what you planned. 2020 will be that perfect example. I know a lot of us had a lot of things planned. A lot of things supposed to been done by this time, figured out, up and running. Trips was supposed to be took in. It was a lot. Graduations. A lot was supposed to be happening right now. Prom. All type of things and events. Family members still supposed to be here. Nope. They're passed on. Friends still supposed to be here. Passed on to the next round. So I say all that to say this. We plan all day long. We can sit and plan all day long, but you never know what tomorrow will bring. And that's the thing. You can have your whole life planned out. But if it's not in the divine's will, if it doesn't work out or match up with what the Most High has for you, it won't go. Or if you have a corrupted government that has other plans for you and want to make mankind viruses and shut cities and states down. Yeah, yeah. No matter how much you plan, things can go a whole different way, unbeknownst to you. So a few things have been going on that had me shook. The first thing, I thought they wasn't supposed to touch your water during this pandemic. I know they having things talked about in Congress, how they're going to pass the no rent, no mortgage. They're going to pass out a little $2,000 a month. Okay. Everybody still didn't get their first stimulus check. You going to procrastinate on the... Everybody don't want to give you their direct deposit. Yes, you will get it faster, but everybody not finna... like, if they don't have to, they're not giving you all the information. So now you want to procrastinate on the checks coming in there because you want your funky name on the check. Let's start there. You're going to procrastinate the process of people getting their money because you want your funky name on the damn check. Like you really doing something. Okay. But on top of that, bills are like, people are out of work. Y'all still want y'all bills. Y'all still want things to get paid. How people gonna do this without no money? Make it make sense, and make it make sense real quick. You know? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Come on, come bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. People didn't get the first stimulus, okay? But y'all running around turning off water. Y'all running around doing weird things that y'all not supposed to be doing because you're greedy. I don't like that. Like, a relative of mine is going through that. Like, they cut off her water. So she can't wash her hands. She can't use the bathroom. She can't take a bath. She cannot cook. You know, the list goes on and on. You need your water. Why would you turn the water off? Like, I'm really trying to understand that. You know, this is not the time to be petty and greedy and selfish. Y'all know we are in the middle of a pandemic. Why are y'all out cutting off water? Why? Cutting off water should be the last thing on your fucking mind. Water should be free, if you ask me. Your place should be free. Food should be free. Water should be free. Nobody should be paying for this stuff that's supposed to be free for us. But I'm going off topic. So I guess they're working it out, but it's the principle behind it that she had to go a couple days without her water. And it's not the time to go without water right now. So that pissed me off and had me livid. The second thing that happened, 46, 43, I believe he's 43, between 43 and 46-year-old man killed his whole family in their sleep. Was that the day before yesterday? Had me shaking. Okay? I am like, I know we've heard stories like this, but on top of dealing with a pandemic, and then you're going to turn around and let a demonic spirit use your vessel and get in your head and persuade you to kill your whole family in their sleep. Had me shooketh. I'm like, I'm done. Like, and then there's so many other deaths going around. Like, it's so many people losing their life. Like, it's pushing me to a breaking point. And it's like, and not only you didn't take, like, I'm going to explain the situation. So, I guess he decided at 3, 4 in the morning that he was going to take a gun and shoot I don't know if it was his wife or his baby mama. He shot the woman, their 2 kids. Well, their 2 kids, the news is saying they're 2 kids, but one of the kids is not his. And they had their cousins over, or they was over their cousin's house, so he took out the niece and nephew. They saying it was 8 people. I'm not sure who the other 3 is, but the 5 people are family members, and it was other 3. And then it was a 3-year-old baby there, and he spared the 3-year-old. I have so many thoughts going through my mind. Like, I'm still shaking about that. Like, I'm so pissed about that, because now, since your actions did that, it's a laundry list of things the family has to go through. Okay? And it's, you didn't stop and think, okay, this don't feel right. Let me not do this. This is more stress on the family. This lady done lost 5 people. Her son that was 19, her daughter that was 16, a 14-year-old nephew. Wait. No. It was a 19-year-old son, 17-year-old daughter, 16-year-old niece, and 14-year-old nephew. And then the lady was 41 that he killed, And they say the baby, like one of the somebody was holding the 3-year-old. And as he's shooting everybody, he shot what was that? He shot one of the girls, but spared the baby because the baby was in the arms of the one he shot. He didn't shoot the baby. I guess I'm grateful for that. But now, that 3-year-old, you don't know what that would have done to that 3-year-old. Like, I feel like that baby should have a college fund. Just because he had to go through that and he beat the odds and he survived that, I want the baby to have a college fund. I want that baby I want him to be good, because I want him to go I want the baby to be okay. My mind is everywhere. Like, I'm livid right now, And as far as the family go, I appreciate my community activists, because people look down on the community activists, but they are a major part and help to the community. I love, some of them, sometimes they could be annoying, but I appreciate because they take time. Some of them don't get paid for it. They come out of their pocket to feed the family, because you don't know, on top of funeral expenses, you got to make sure the family eats, because a lot of people are not, they so distraught, especially a tragedy like this, 8 people was just killed. And they have to deal with this. This is draining. You lose one family member and lose your mind. Think about losing 5 or 8 people at a time. So the community activists are buying food out of pocket. They're, if the family wants some liquor, blunts, come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. You got families out here that smoke and drink. They want to eat. It's family coming out of town. You want to accommodate everybody and at a time like this, you want to accommodate everybody, and help from the community, $5, $10, $20. That goes a long way when you have to spend $1,000 per meal to feed the family. Because it's family out of town, like it's 75 to 100 people in the household coming in. And you got to make sure everybody has something on their stomach, something to drink, something to calm their nerves, So being a community activist is not an easy job. You at the family house, praying with them. You're dedicating your time from all day. Sometimes you're not leaving the family house until 6 a.m. Or you there for the family, and that is appreciated at a time like this. And I can say 3 activists from my city, I appreciate them. And a lot of people talk mess about them. It was 2 of them was beefing at one point. All of them had words with each other. But at the end of the day, they came together to make sure this family was okay. And that's what it's all about. When somebody is in need and has a tragedy, they are there on the scene. They are helping. They're getting their money out their pocket. And they're doing what they have to do for the family in need. Like I said, now this lady got to figure out funeral arrangements. It's hard to do funeral arrangements for one person. Now you got to turn around and do it for 5 to 8 people. I'm going to say 8 because I say 5 because those were her family members. And I think the other 3 were like friends. Like, I don't know. Like, they didn't go in specific details about the other 3. But the 5 were her family members. So now this lady has to do one for her daughter, her son, her nephew, her niece, and her sister-in-law. Really? Obituaries. What we going to do? Are we going to bury? Are we going to cremate? The repast. You got to feed these people at the repast. That's like what, $4,000 on food? The renting place, rent the place out. Obituaries, depending on who doing them, and you want a nice obituary. The nicer you want it, the more money they want. And this is for 5 people, not 1, not 2, but 5 or 8. Come on now. So they're looking at how much is funerals now, like, an estimated funeral will be $9,000 to $12,000. So, whew. Damn. Can you imagine that number that they have to come out of pocket for 5 or to 8 people's funeral? Come on, let's think about it. Then you gotta feed the people. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm at a time like this. You shot kids, teenagers. They didn't get to live yet. I'm so mad right now. Like, I can't even. I'm not hungry. I haven't been hungry. I'm feeling the family's pain. I don't have any words. I'm just so hurt because that lady, on top of going through this pandemic, she has to go through losing her damn family as well. And I'm quite sure a lot of people, lost. It's a lot of people who died now, and many just died, the little woman, it's a lot going on, and it's, I can only imagine the stress that this lady is going through, and everybody is going through. This is so stressful right now, and this is the last thing you want to be going through, on top of going through a pandemic. This is the last thing you want to be doing, is planning a funeral. And coming up with money that you really don't have. Relying on your community to help you out. Relying on other families to chip in. This is the last thing, figuring out the obituary. Figuring out funeral. It's the last thing you want to be doing right now. For 5 to 8. I just want to share that. I want to check in and I want to share that. I'm not going to keep you guys long. I see I spent 15 minutes getting that out. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really do. Thank you for tuning in. For the past couple days, I've been looking at the updates, just checking in with the family. You know, I'm proud of how the mother. I didn't see, like, I'm quite sure she's broken down in the family. I've heard them broke down and seen them breaking down, but the mother is taking it really well, better than I expected her to take it. You know, she's not out tearing up things. She's really calm and she's like holding it in. But I just, when she break down, I know she gonna break all the way down. But yeah, you guys, y'all stay safe. Mental health is real, and I prefer people to go seek some help and talk to somebody before they just let a demonic spirit use them and destroy somebody else's, you know, the people around them, or take it out on the whole entire family. Take it out on the whole entire family or anybody around them. Like I said, I'm very grateful that he spared the 3-year-old. That's all I'm going to say about it. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.